When Jordan was a child, his parents died in a car accident. Jordan lived in an orphanage for many years. The children there were very poorly treated and unhappy. Eventually, when Jordan was around 15 years old, he secretly ran away at night and went to the nearest big city. There, he lived under bridges with homeless people. Jordan had a good heart, but the circumstances under which he had to live were poor. He had little to eat. It was cold at night, and the people he met on the street were not friendly to him. Thus, he was forced to take care of himself first so he could survive. He took simple odd jobs. He delivered newspapers or worked on construction sites. Unfortunately, he had to steal from time to time when he had nothing to eat. Sometimes there was nothing left but begging. Life was tough. Several years passed. One day, Jordan sat in front of a supermarket in a parking lot when an old lady approached him. The old lady spoke to him. She asked how he was doing. Jordan was surprised. No one had asked him how he was doing in a long time. He was pleased. The old lady said to him, "I'm sorry, I don't have any money on me, but take this card. I always carry it with me in my purse. Now you should have it." Jordan was bewildered. A card? What was he supposed to do with it? He thanked her and the old lady went on her way. He opened the envelope. The card had been sent by her deceased husband as a young soldier from the war. It is about keeping confidence, even in difficult moments. Attaining this state could be accomplished by reflecting on a positive aspect, whether present or past, each day. In addition, one should do a good deed every day. Jordan put the card in his pocket. He decided to read the card every morning. Gradually, Jordan changed. When another person who was not doing well asked him for help, he gave up his food or even shared clothes. Sometimes when he had time, he collected trash in a container. Jordan read the card every morning. He began to take better care of himself again when it was possible. He'd clean himself, cut his own hair. He'd even exercise a little bit when he had the opportunity to do so. And when he wasn't exhausted, he read books. Occasionally it was hard for him to motivate himself, though. But when he would read the card, he'd be able to gain new courage. A few months later, he met the old woman again. She smiled and slowly approached him. At first, he was ashamed. He still lived on the street and still wore the old filthy clothing. The old lady smiled at him. She again asked how he was doing. He told her. The old lady smiled the whole time. Then she said to Jordan, "I'm sorry, I don't have any money again, but I have a room in my house. I live all alone. You have a good heart. Would you like to stay with me?" Jordan was surprised. He wanted to consider it. A few days later, he rang the old lady's doorbell. She smiled at him and showed him his room. It was nice and warm. He had a shower, and she gave him clean clothes and food, just as he had previously given to others who were worse off than himself. Jordan and the old lady got along well. They had a dinner together, and he told her about the past few years. The old lady knew a teacher. Together, they enabled Jordan to go to school and get his diploma. Jordan started to work for a construction company. Because he showed good work, he got promoted soon. After an extended period of emotional turmoil, Jordan experienced for the first time in a considerable while that genuine happiness had graced his life. One day, the old lady told him that she had been diagnosed with an illness and would soon pass away. But she was old and had lived a good life. "When you're old and have lived a good life," she said, "you're allowed to go." Jordan inherited the house from the old lady. Shortly before her death, She had told him to look under her bed in a box. One evening, Jordan went up and opened the box. He found a key to a safe deposit box and a letter showing him as the new owner. On his new day off, Jordan went to the bank and opened the safe deposit box. Inside, the lady had deposited a document showing ownership of a stock portfolio. Jordan had to sit down. He was rich. Several more years had passed. Today, Jordan still lives in the old lady's house. He now has a wife and 4 children. Jordan was able to buy his boss's construction company. He became the CEO. It was a well-calculated investment that would yield substantial rewards in 2 years to come. Jordan knew that acquiring the company would provide him with a platform to make a significant impact not only in his own life, but also in the lives of others. Once a year, he and his employees built shelters for homeless people for free so that they can have a roof over their heads. Today, Jordan sometimes sits on his porch in the evening and has tears in his eyes. He still can't believe his luck. Within a few years, his life had completely changed. Jordan is doing well now. He still carries the old lady's card with him every day.
Going to whisper hello when I saw you once. I lost control. I'm probably thinking it's taking the wrong, but I won't let you go. Can you feel it?